Hey there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Hey, listen, let me share something really quickly. This is my first ever YouTube live. So I'm excited. I started my YouTube channel a little while ago, and today is the day. Today is the day for my very first live. But if you are new to my channel, if you are new to my face, I am Dr. Tam. I am an empowerment coach, and I am in this place to serve her. And her is all things healing, empowerment, and restoration. And so I won't be before you long. I know this is my very first time. However, I won't be before you long because I literally have a meeting that's starting in like 8 minutes. But I wanted to jump in here because I'm part of a challenge now. One of my two coaches actually has a challenge that's going on right now for the month of October I'm actually shooting this. And that is to show up live every day for the whole month of October. And so this is day number 9 of showing up live. The first time live on YouTube. So I'm definitely going to be in this space a little bit more, really pouring into my community here. And so I want to jump into this really quickly because this is something that recently just came to me. When I say recently, I mean literally like this morning, from last night over to this morning. So just a little bit about who I am. Like I said, I am an empowerment coach, and right now in this season, I am serving Christian women, middle-aged women. In particular, if you are an educator, you are a classroom teacher, you are new to leadership in the world of education, then this is for you. So I actually help to support them to, if you're in a situation where, or in a season where you feel like you're kind of stuck, there's frustration, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling burnout, you just kind of scratching your head, you don't know what to do. I am here to support you by helping you to figure out what it is that's going on with you, overcome any fears that you may actually be having right now, so you can confidently pursue goals and dreams that you really want. Because we all know that when we get in those places of feeling stuck, we don't move, we don't do anything. And so I don't want that to be your story. That was my story for a number of years, but I don't want that to be your story. So I'm actually here to serve and to help you to get over those fears so you can confidently pursue those goals. If that goal for you is to pursue leadership in the world of education, then hey, let's do it. Let's work together and actually get that done. But really quickly, I want to share I have 3 questions that I want to share with you this morning. And these questions all surround the idea or the concept of, what do you do when God changes the plan? What do you do when God changes the plan? And so let's talk about that, because that's literally, I feel like that has just happened to me. Being an empowerment coach, I've been doing this for almost a whole year now. And so I was in education for 17 years prior to this transition. And even now, with being in here for almost a year, I feel like there's another shift that's going on. But doing transitions, I have learned these 3 questions to stop and to ask myself. These are 3 questions that you can ask yourself to help you to better clarify and understand, what does that shift mean? What does the transition mean for you? And maybe what is that going to look like? So question number 1 that you may ask yourself when you're in a season of shifting or a season of transition. Question number 1, what does this mean? So all of a sudden your plan is you're going to go this route. But then you start getting these ideas and these influences from other places, and you're like, "Wait a minute." And especially if those ideas already tap into your passions, they're already a part of the things that you love to do. They're already a part of those things that really tug at your heart. You have a heart for those things. So you're going one way, that's your plan, and then all of a sudden there's just like this all of these other ideas that start coming to you, and there's these influences, other, people are sending you messages, and people out of the blue sending you messages, and so you start getting these other influences. The question is to ask yourself is, what does this mean? What does all this mean? If really quickly, I want you to think about Proverbs 3:5-6, that talks about trusting God and lean not to our own understanding. I'm not saying that when those ideas and things start coming to you, that you just run with it, right? I'm not saying that at all. But I'm asking you to stop and ask yourself the question, what does all of this mean? And if those things are coming to you, even though you have a plan over here, and that plan may be even going really well for you, I would still caution you to stop and ask yourself the question, what does this mean? Question number 2, how am I to use this information that I am receiving? What am I going to do with this new information? So, what does this mean? And number 2, how am I going to use this information? Now, though you're receiving this brand new information, these new influences that are coming, you're gonna take that pause for just a minute. I want you to think about it. That can be scary because transitions can be scary. Transitions can be very challenging. So immediately you're thinking like, oh my God, I have to switch. Like, what does this mean? Like, I don't understand. I want you to be reassured that in Jeremiah 29:11, God says that the plans that I have for you are plans of good and of hope. He wants us to be prosperous. So just know that whatever that is that's going on, you know it's going to work out for your good, which is also, we find that in Romans chapter 8. All things work together for our good. So you can be reassured that whatever it is that's coming your way, these new influences, these new ideas, this new information, whatever it is that's coming your way, you can be reassured that it is going to work for your good because God's plans for us are for good, a good future. Okay. Question number 3, who can help me to figure this out? So, what does this mean? How am I going to use this information? And who can help me to figure this out? You're not alone. We were not designed that way. So you're not left to sit there and figure all this out on your own. That's not why he gave it to you. He wants you to make contact and to maybe reach out. And there are even times when automatically that help will appear. And when that help comes, you are going to know it. Because they're like, wait a minute, you start getting these ideas, right? Like you start, and then all of a sudden, this person who has influence in this area, this person who's an expert in this area, just automatically just comes to you and starts sharing this information with you. Okay, we are designed not to figure things out on our own, lean not to our own understanding, but to do so with community, with good counsel. Proverbs 15:22 says, plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they will succeed. Your ideas, your plans, it's not for you, it's not meant for you to solve them or to tackle all of that on your own. Okay? Seek counsel. People who you may know, who has something to do with that. Maybe it's a particular industry or a particular role or a job that you're interested in, that you've all of a sudden started getting these ideas and these influences about. And there are even times when God would automatically order the steps of somebody else to cross your path, and bam, there's your help right there. There's your wise counsel right there to help you. All right. So I am Dr. Tam. I am your empowerment coach, and I hope that this word blesses you today. Remember, when you are in a season of transition, your plans all of a sudden switch. and things start shifting for you a little bit, I advise you with these three questions. What does this mean? How am I to use this information? And who can help me to figure this out? Because y'all, we are not alone. And I know that we can get this figured out. We're going to work it out. And we already know because his word tells us that eventually it is going to work out for our good. So hang in there. All right. I'm Dr. Tam. I'm your empowerment coach. If this has blessed you today, I want you to leave a comment below on this video. Leave a comment below and let me know whether or not this is information that you can truly use. Okay. I hope that it blesses you. I'll see you next time.